Everybody, welcome. You're hanging out with Ben, and this is the Hardcore Punk Project here on the X 92.5 FM in Kamloops. Now, today we have While She Sleeps. While She Sleeps is a British metalcore band from Sheffield. Formed in 2006, the band consists of Lawrence Taylor, Sean Long, Matt Welsh, Aaron McKenzie, who's probably Post Malone, and Adam Savage. So I'm joined by Sean here on the Hardcore Punk Project. Nice to have you here.
Thanks a lot, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, like I said, I'm ready for bed, but I'm awake. I'm ready for this.
Yeah. Okay, so first off, you okay with the teen interviewing you?
Of course, yeah, no problem, man.
Okay, now there is another problem. I see this everywhere. I see it in your beanies, your pickups, your dampeners, even writing on the table in the recording studio, and a dog collar too. Do you have an unhealthy obsession with the color green?
Yeah, I think it's not just green, it's the obsession is leaking into all the colors that glow. I like, I really like accenting things with bright colors.
I just see the green everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would favor the green, especially with my pickup and stuff. That's like my custom pickup that hopefully is going to come out next year. But dude, anything that glows, I'm in.
All right. Okay. Now, the up-and-coming release of the fifth album, Sleep Society. It'll be out April 16th for you listeners. It has 11 tracks on it. The recording's track listing has also been revealed, and includes guest vocals from Simon Neil of Biffy Clyro and Derek Whibley from Sum 41, on Nervous and No Defeat for the Brave in particular. What was it like working with these guys?
Really cool, man. Without sounding cheesy, I mean, both of these artists are artists that we've looked up to our entire life, especially Derek for me. Sum 41, when I was growing up, was a massive inspiration and a massive part of my life. They really influenced my style of writing music throughout the years, but in a very subconscious way. I never really knew they were having such an effect on me until now, until I'm really growing up and making my own music. And now I realize, in retrospect, when I go back and listen, I'm super surprised at how much they had an impact on me. But at the time, I never realized it. Do you know what I mean? So to work with Derek is just it's really mind blowing. I still don't really believe it's true, but it's just it's really cool, man. Really amazing.
Yeah. I actually saw Sum 41 live here, where I
Yeah,
live. He
awesome.
kind of stood in the middle of the crowd during the last song, and they were all singing pieces together, and it was truly beautiful.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Chuck, the album Chuck, and Does This Look Infected? Those two albums, man, fucking so good.
Yes. Okay. New release, no tour, kinda sucks, but when we get to the new normal, hopefully you'll get out there playing it. What do you see as far as touring after COVID?
In what sense? What do you mean?
Like, how do you think it's gonna be like for While She Sleeps touring after COVID?
I think it will be fine, man. I think for all bands and all touring artists and performing arts and stuff like that, I think everyone's more ready for it than not ready for it. So I think it's more going to be an extra special occasion for everyone that's interested in live music and stuff, because everyone's just really wanting it. So I think it's actually going to be, when we tour places like Asia and places where they don't get so much music coming through, maybe as often as say Europe or America or Canada, something like that. The fans are really respectful and they want it so much. So I think because of the break that we've all had, I think everyone's going to have a newfound respect for live music and what it means for people. And yeah, I think people are going to be ready to go, man.
All right. Now, I actually had a sneak listen to the album. Sorry, listeners, you're gonna have to wait until a couple Fridays from now. It's nice to hear how you've shown your versatility as a band. So I'd like to talk about a couple of the songs I like. Well, that's all of them.
Sweet.
but, but with the limited time, I picked 4 and a few other questions, if that's alright.
That's more than all right, brother.
Alright. So the first song I picked was Systematic.
Yeah.
This world is broken, alright? We got a deadly virus flying everywhere, global warming, social problems, and stupid people. Is that the general meaning of this track?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with While She Sleeps, everything's always open to interpretation. We never want to stamp something down and call it a factual meaning, and this is what the song means for everyone. We like to keep it quite poetic, and you get to take from it what you will. But in terms of Systematic, I think for me, it's just our general consensus and view upon the world and the system and society that we live in. It's very, mm, it's very easy to be seduced by the life of making lots of money and buying things to kind of fulfill your needs of happiness and follow basically all the rules that are prescribed to us by the news, by the government, by schools, by teachers, by your parents, by everything. All external influences that kind of tell you that this way is the happiness and here's how to fix all your problems. And a lot of that is systematic. I mean, and with the main lyrics of the chorus is kind of like people get this kind of jealousy if if someone has something new or someone has some shiny clothes or a nice new car, they want it too, otherwise their self-worth gets diminished and they feel smaller. So the chorus is a big fuck you to that. Just because you've got it, we don't need that shit. And it's kind of just like it's just a poetic rebel against the system, because I think everyone has their own interpretations of why they think the system's fucked, and we're not here trying to rewrite the system by any means. We're just singing about it, and I think everyone can find something in that song to say fuck you to their particular system.
Yeah. Alright. Now, I've heard this, no, not that yet. How much influence did you have on this album, and what did you have a part in?
In the writing of it,
Yeah, something like that. Like lyrics, instrumental, that sort of stuff.
I do a lot of the writing. I do most of the music, and some of the vocals, some of the melodies. Um, I'm kind of the inside producer when it comes to the actual structures of the song and the riffs and stuff like that. And then the lyrics will get passed around through Matt and Lars, and they'll come up with some choruses and verses, and then we'll bounce off each other. So yeah, I usually start with the backbone of the record myself before introducing the rest of the band, and that's kind of where the first batch of inspiration comes from. I'm already writing now for the next album. Like I always have this backlog of music to go from. So, for example, for this record, I've got these songs going, and then once I get something that I really like and I'm happy with, then I'll send it round to the boys, and then they'll get inspired, and then off it goes like a fucking snowball.
Alright. Now, this is the saying I was talking about. I've heard the saying that music is an international language.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I think it's a universal language. I think, well, this is what I'm talking about in terms of you can interpret whatever you wish from any song that you listen to. So there's something inside music for everyone that needs no explanation, even with lyrics. There's something inside the whole composition and the whole feeling that goes through music from the artist whilst it's being created. And then something gets received by every single listener in a different way. So that's a universal language where we can connect, where we don't need to know your background, your race, your height, your age. It doesn't matter what you are. There's something that we can all individually connect with through the music, and that's why it touches everyone. But it touches everyone in a different way, which I think is important as well, because we're all different people. So yeah, for 100%, it's a universal language.
hmm Yeah, I've always kind of casually liked world beat music. Japanese music in particular. There's just something about it.
Sure.
Okay. Could it be a universal language? If we're contacted by an alien planet, will we be sending over notes or something like that?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think physics tells us that everything's a vibration, right? So I think there's something quite interesting in that question. Everything's vibrating at different frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as humans, we have different capacities to listen to said frequencies. Even the human spectrum can vary at the other end. Some people can hear a little bit higher than others, and others a little bit lower. So I think that's an interesting question. So if the fact that is the universe is made up of vibration, then if an alien civilization was to visit us, there would be still something that they could receive from it because that would be resonating at a certain frequency. But for all we know, the aliens could be resonating at a much higher frequency and maybe they miss it, but I don't know.
Mm. Yeah. Okay, the next song I picked was Know Your Worth, in parenthesis, somebody. This
Yeah.
is a great song, and it reminded me of when I blasted Cannibal Corpse at my headphones and I wanted to mosh at school. That was on Thursday. Okay. Now, somebody told me to say this. Who
Yeah.
told you to say this?
I think this is an accumulation of our feeling as individuals growing up, especially in an alternative, in this alternative way of life, especially due to the music we listen to and the kind of, I suppose, the alternative route of life we've taken rather than your um, the common way of living that maybe a lot of people you would expect to live. So I think, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of everyone's always had someone in different points in their life. Whether I know for me, I had a lot of trouble with my teachers at school. A lot of my teachers was completely, constantly filling me with doubt about what I could do with the band. I got in trouble a lot for talking about the band and for tapping on the table and all this shit. And these people are always telling you, no, this is no good. And it doesn't have to be specifically literally someone telling you these things. It's the same. It can also be translated into judgments and opinions from all walks of life. There's always someone giving you something that maybe you're not sure about or you don't believe, whether it's religion or someone's entire outlook on life. Someone's always telling you to do something, and then the other side of the coin, someone will be telling you to do something different. The same, like the lyrics say, someone's telling me to be myself, stay who you are, you're a good person. And then you've got someone else in your life that will be saying you need to change. This thing's wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like where to stand on that. So the entire concept of that song is it's to know your worth and stand tall on your own 2 feet. And don't be worried about all these external influences and try and find out for yourself that, you're worth more than someone else's words.
All right. Yeah, my mom just got home and my dog's running around.
What time is it in Canada now?
It's like 3 o'clock, something like that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now, if you were cast in an adaptation of a comic book, would you be the hero or the villain?
I'd like to be the villain, but I don't think I've got it. I don't think I've got it in me. I don't think I'd be the hero either. I think I'd be like the hero's sidekick or some shit that does all the work that doesn't get no fucking credit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think I could
Okay.
be the hero per se.
Now, on a similar topic, if someone was to make some sort of biography about your band in a movie, kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocket Man or something like that,
Yeah.
which actor would you like to play you?
It's gonna be a great question. Have you ever seen Donnie Darko?
What? No.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Donnie Darko's fucking. I think he's older than you. I forget his name though. Shit, I'm sorry, man. Babe, what's? Oh, Jake. Is it Jake Gyllenhaal? He's pretty cool. I really love that film, Donnie Darko. Check it out, man. You'd like it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with British actors.
He's not. He's American.
Oh, never heard of him then.
Search Donnie Darko and then check that out.
Yeah, all right. If you were offered $1,000 to record £1,000 for you British folk, if you were offered to record yourself and upload it to YouTube, you performing one of your songs while jive dancing, would you do it?
What's jive dancing?
I don't know. Just whatever the heck kind of dance you want.
Jive dancing is whatever the heck kind of dance I want.
Yeah, just if you were offered £1,000 to record yourself doing some
Just
random
to,
dance to your own song,
mm,
would you do it?
no, there's no
No?
need. I already do that in all the music videos we create, and we don't get paid for them, so no.
Right, I get that. Okay. Next song that I wanted to talk about is Derek's song, No Defeat for the Brave. I kind of like the contrast between the two voices. Like, you got the
Mhm.
screaming vocals from Lawrence and then Derek's kind of nasally tone. Did you get him to scream at all? Was he any good at it?
We did suggest to do a scream, but he didn't. He didn't end up doing one. I mean, but his tonal screams are pretty like our tonal screams. Tonal singing, very similar to ours. So I think that went well. But yeah, I wanted to scream out of him too. But I mean, he did a lot of singing, so I couldn't complain.
I think Brown Sound is the guy who does all the screaming.
Yeah, yeah. We should have got Brown Sound to do a solo or some shit. That would have been cool.
Yup. Okay. Now, another question. I saw this based on a video. Are you endorsed by Ltd Guitars?
Matt is. I used to be. Matt is now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That Loudwire
I'm.
video must. Oh, sorry.
It's so good. I'm sponsored by Charbel now.
Oh, okay. Because I saw a Loudwire video, Loudwire's Gear Factor, you playing your favorite songs, and you had an
Yeah.
LTD guitar in that video, so that's where I came
Yeah.
up with that. Do you prefer single coil humbuckers or passive pickups?
I'm a humbucker guy myself.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to recording, I really like. I use single coils on top of humbucker sometimes.
All right. Yeah, I got a guitar over here with it's a Squire. It's got two single coils and then a humbucker at the bottom.
Yeah, man. I'm all about the strats, bro.
Damn, that's heavy. Okay. Do you play in whole step down tuning?
I play in lots of tunings, dude. Lots.
I I need to. All right then. That's all I need to
Some
know.
some in drop C, some in A sharp, some in D, some in F, some a couple of tunings I've made up. Many tunings, man. I make too many to be honest.
All right. Okay. Now I see on the video and see how you're kind of good at down picking. Do you think you'd be able to challenge James Hetfield to a guitar battle?
Yeah,
See who can down pick the fastest?
no problem, dude. I'd kill that guy. No problem.
James Hetfield is a machine, though. He's a down picking machine.
Yeah, but I've got the youth on my side. You know, I'm not trying too hard.
Yes, because he's Papa Het now. And the final song is Sleep Society. Looks like the bass has become a keyboard. I like it. Also, I headbanged hard enough that the computer almost fell off my lap.
That's what we like to hear.
Yep, I scared myself doing that, so I had to grab it.
Good.
Mhm.
Great
What
computer.
can you tell us about this banger?
This was the first song I wrote for the album Sleep Society, and it's the first song We released. So I don't know. I always had this. I always envisioned this kind of huge, massive kick in with a nice intro, something to kind of come on to and start the campaign, and even open up a set with maybe when we come and do live shows again, we're going to open up with that song.
Mhm.
It's got this big lead up to it. So I've always had this envision, and I always had this envision of like this really industrial, um, just industrial fucking sounding stuff in it, like I did with the whammy and the wah. I made these sounds that I had in my head, but I didn't know how to do it, and it took a while to do. Lots of experimenting, but I got there in the end. I'm really happy with it. I think it's a weird song, but I really like how like I don't know what the word. It's just raw and industrial, you know. But I don't. Words are a bit useless. But I'm very very happy with it for sure.
All right. Now, also in the Loudwire Gear Factor video, I like the way that you chose melodic leads over shred wankery.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally agree with that. Only hair metal guitarists can be Shreddery McWankersons.
Shreddy Wankersons. Yeah, for me, I think there's only so far you can go with the speed and stuff. Like I'm quite comfortable with the level that I'm at. I don't need to go any faster. Like I don't know. I prefer finding out the right amount of notes that kind of give the right amount of emotion rather than the speed and the shredding. I think there's a time and a place for the shredding for sure, but it's I prefer a good melody rather than a shred.
All right. Okay. Now, here's a hypothetical situation. I'm planning on composing a new song. I need some help. I'm going to start asking the artist to add a word, like I say mind bending and you say
Okay, I got you. Oh,
yeah,
you want to go with mind bending?
yeah.
Mushrooms.
Yep, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, do you think our past will catch up to us metaphorically speaking?
In terms of the damage we've done,
Mhm.
yeah. I think that's what we're witnessing now as humans, man. I think the repercussions of the way that we act in the world is finally catching up to us, and I think the rate in which it's doing so is speeding up. But I mean, I don't have the answers for these questions, but I think what's strange as well, I think there's also a worldly awakening, a positive change at the same time. And I think they're both speeding up at the same rate. The awareness is growing, but then at the same time, the world is also going to shit at the same time. So it really is that um, good and bad, which one's going to win, it feels like sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. If you could put something in a time capsule that would not be opened for 50 years, what would it be and why?
Um, well, we was actually going to do a time capsule one day, and we never got round to doing it. And what we wanted to do, I don't know if I should be saying it, but we all used to smoke weed quite a lot when we was younger, and we
Uh-huh.
wanted to put some weed in there, some of the books we used to read, some photos, some old memories, and we were going to get the coordinates tattooed on our arms. And then when we were 50, we're all going to meet there in this fucking field and open this box. But I don't know, man. At this point, I'd probably just put like right here now. I've got my first ever guitar's neck. It's a Squire too. It's a
Yeah.
Fender Squire. That's the first guitar I ever had, and it's on display there. I'll show it you.
Hmm.
It's the first one I ever owned. So maybe I'll put that in there. Um, and maybe some of my demos. I really like my demos because I've got like this time capsule of everything I've ever made since being really young, and I really like listening to that shit. It kind of makes me feel similar emotions that I was feeling at the time, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd put in a time capsule because I don't have creative talent.
I don't think you need creative talent, man, to put something in there to get nostalgic about.
Only thing is, I just sold my first instrument so that I can't use that. It was a Squire Bronco bass. Okay, now pre-COVID, I think it was tough being a kid and a teen and wanting to go to shows and concerts in Canada. There was not enough all ages shows.
Hmm.
But after COVID, of course, I think it would be great if we could have tons of concerts, large and small, everywhere for everyone. What do you think?
For sure, man. More concerts, the better, dude.
Yeah, all right. Now, before we go, this is a question that I've asked all the artists that I've interviewed.
Yeah,
So that's almost 50 plus.
no,
Um, will you accept a challenge from me?
let's fucking do it, bro.
All right. Now, I had to think hard for this one, so I chose another British band for you to do a cover of one of their songs.
Mm-hmm.
I chose the band Sleaford Mods from Nottingham.
Okay.
Okay, so the challenge is a cover of Sleaford Mods, their song Mop Top, Your Style. It's kind of a weird style of music. It's like post punk and then electronic music and then spoken word with heavy British accent. So I wonder how it would sound remixed into metal. Metal drum beats, guitars screaming, and all that. You might have to do your research.
You want me to remix it now?
No, not now. Take your time.
Yeah, I'll do my research. I've not heard that band, but I'll check it out. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, Sleaford Mods from Nottingham. Okay. Now we're running out of time here, so I'd like to thank you, Sean, for taking the time to be with me here on the X. Stay safe and be well.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome. Alright, take care.
You too, bro.